If you are learning AI engineering, preparing for GenAI interviews, or trying to understand modern AI systems, you must have heard about RAG. But with long context models with 1 million tokens even, agents, tool calling, and even vector-less approaches where you don't even have to have vector databases, you might be wondering, is RAG still relevant? The short answer? Yes. And in this video, I will explain what RAG is, how it works, and why companies are still building with it. Stick to the end of this video, and by the end, I promise you, you will have a better understanding of RAG and also what is coming in 2026 in production grade RAG systems. So first of all, what is RAG? RAG is Retrieval Augmented Generation. It starts with LLMs. Now you know that LLMs are pre-trained models, meaning they have been trained on previous data. And the data could be old, exactly. So LLMs are really good at generating next tokens. It can generate the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog with very high accuracy. It doesn't have to think twice. But when it comes to company information, documents which you are using personally, then it doesn't have access to them. Let me show you a quick example. So I'm running Olama, right? So let's run this Qwen 2.5 billion parameter model. And let's ask it simply about today's date. So according to it, it is 13th of April 2023. Let's try again. Again, it is saying current date is 13th April 2023. So for the events that happened after that, this model does not have any clue about it. The same goes for your documents and your data. So this is where RAG comes. Okay, so RAG says that you just upload your documents, chunk it into manageable chunks. For example, I'll show you a document that I prepared for this demo. So I prepared an employee leave policy. Chunking means take this document and make small chunks out of it so that it can be manageable for the LLMs. This part is called ingestion. What happens is after you chunk it, you use an embedding model, and all of these small chunks are turned into embeddings, which are just numerical representation of that textual information through the use of your embedding model. So I'm using MXBAI embed large. All right. After turning into embeddings of each chunk, that information is now saved in vector database. So this makes our ingestion part complete. After that, RAG says, okay, now I have data in the vector database. So the retrieval part comes in. This happens when the user writes the query, right? So it starts with a simple query. How many vacation days do employees get? So the first part is to turn that query into embeddings itself. And then from the vector database, our LLM model, which is still the embedding model, takes out top 3 or however many numbers you want of the most relevant documents. So in this example, we got 3 because we tried to retrieve top 3 documents. The first one is the full-time employee chunk. Okay. Second is the employees are entitled chunk. And third one is employees may apply for unpaid leave chunk. All right. Currently, I'm not showing you the entire chunk, but we did a similarity search and these 3 chunks were highly related to the user query. Finally, the final phase is augmentation and generation. So with the relevant documents returned from those chunks, our full prompt is complete. The first part of the prompt is the user query itself, along with the relevant documents. Because now LLM can generate answer based on the user query without any hallucination. So the LLM would generate full-time employees receive 20 paid vacation days per year. So that's the entire simple RAG pipeline. Things don't end here, and companies do not use such RAG systems in production pipeline. When you are building a production RAG systems, you have to take care of many edge cases. So your retrieval should be better. There are many orchestration methods available. You have to take care of security. You have to evaluate the responses properly, and you have to see if the retrieval is good or not. So these are some of the terms that you might be hearing in your day-to-day AI learning also. Now let me show you code-wise where we are with that. So I created a very simple RAG system for you, and you can check the description for a link to this repo. It's a very simple Flask application. So let me open that. And Let me refresh it. All right. So as I said, it starts with uploading your PDF. So let's click browse, select employee leave policy, hit upload. So what happens is we extract the text content out of it, we chunk it, we embed it with the embedding model I mentioned, and then we store it in our database, vector database. And I'm currently using ChromaDB. After this process is done, then we can query for it. So let's ask one of the queries, and I believe we had already done that. So let's just copy how many vacation days do employees get. Let's copy that and let's see the answer. All right, so these are the retrieved chunks based on the final answer was created. Now, since our document was not that complex, we got almost similar chunks as retrieved documents, but the concept still lies that these chunks should be relevant to the user query. Otherwise, the LLM would hallucinate a lot. Now, if I choose helpful system prompt, which gives the LLM a little more to think about, and run this query again, now I get a better response. Employees can receive 20 paid vacations days per year. But again, this is not a demo on how to improve RAG systems. So comment in the comment section below which type of RAG video would you like to see next. Thank you.